There, you see? You fit in and no one will stop you from walking away. But as this one said, there are opportunities here for people that fall from the sky.
I'm listening.
Ilsil is most impressed with his newest bubble. But the undead are a threat to all of Khenarthi's Roost. If you want to, you could search the Temple of the Morning Springs, determine how to contain the dead there. Then the locals should see we came here as allies, not conquerors.
Alright, anything else?
Khenarthi told you how the hurricane dashed the fleet into Khenarthi's Roost. Now the sea vipers are picking at the bones of our ships. Strange, yes? You could scout the coast, as the commander said. Prove yourself to the soldiers.
Where are you headed?
Oh, there's far less glamorous work to be done in Mistral, at the northern end of the island. Let's meet up there, after you've done what you decide to do. Until then, bright moons guide your steps.
Likewise. Nice.
Halt! Come no closer.
This one, thanks. Do not disturb the ritual, cub. Our harvest depends upon it.
My bad. Ooh, if I would read this, but no thank you, that'd be too long.
Halt! Come no closer.
Hello there.
Is this my doom, then? To haunt this island, warning others of a danger I could not defeat? What a miserable non-existence.
What do you mean?
I paid the ultimate price for my hubris. 3 books, each with the same curse. I thought myself strong enough to destroy them. But they are a trap for the weak-minded. Listen carefully. Can't you hear them call to you?
Nope, I only hear you.
How is this possible? If you are immune to their call, perhaps you could bring them to the shrine. You could finish what I did not. I know I ask much, but the books carry knowledge that is not for this world. They must be destroyed.
Tell me what I need to do.
The curse upon each tome is designed to feed souls to oblivion. But if you are able to resist their pull, you can collect the tomes and bring them to the shrine for their destruction.
Where is this shrine?
On the shores of Khenarthi's Roost, beyond the town of Mistral. It is lit by an ever-burning flame. Should you collect all the tomes, bring them to the shrine without delay. No matter how strong you believe you are, I fear the tomes are stronger.
Understood.
Cannot one set up a simple shop in peace? A ghost. One swears it was a ghost haunting the lower platform. Oh, my shop.
All this wasted effort. Blasted creatures get into everything.
Howdy.
First the hurricane, then rats from the sea. What next, flying mud crabs? Surrender's mercy, we need more time before the inspection.
Inspection? What inspection?
Dominion inspectors. Headwoman Harani requested their aid to stop smugglers. We're honest farmers with good customers. Our moon sugar is used to spice food, not to brew skooma. When the inspectors learn we can't protect our fields, we're finished.
Protect them from what?
Hairy, squirmy, squeaky little rats. They've infested the plantation since the storm. The inspectors will ask, if we can't protect our fields from those dung-dropping sugar eaters, how can we protect them from skooma brewing thieves?
What can I do to help?
Find out why Cindertail's Sench tigers roll on their backs instead of filling their bellies with rat. Does one expect to keep his job if the inspectors find vermin in our fields?
What will the inspectors do if they find rats?
At best, the inspectors will recommend our moon sugar be confiscated.
What about at worst?
To the east, the plantation burns. Was it due to the inspector's recommendations? Who can say? Either way, Mistral will weep for our passing. With laughing moons gone, skooma will flow through the streets.
Why is that?
When moon sugar runs dry, people turn to smugglers. With smugglers comes skooma. But the inspectors aren't from here. If we tell them, they will not listen.
What is moon sugar?
Ha! You pull this one's tail, yes? A white powder, very sweet, used as spice for food. Some of us believe it gives true insight into Jokajay, where all fates are bound. Others use it to brew skooma.
Tell me about Chakajay.
It is not this one's place. The monks at Two Moons Dance might instruct you if you seek them out.
Skooma? What is skooma?
Poison. Skooma peddlers claim a single drop lets you escape from the world. It's because drinking the stuff makes you want to drink more of it, until you want nothing else.
I see. Howdy.
Want to buy a carpet? How about 3? They aren't good for much else. Yes, Afe, even you.
What's wrong with the Sench tigers?
Do not eat the rats, this one says. Do they listen? No! Stupid Sench. Lazy Sench.
Why can't they eat the rats?
They already did. That's the problem. Moon sugar makes you sleepy if you eat too much. Rats eat moon sugar, Sench eat rats, and then lazy Sench. Especially you, Gobani.
Can you tell them to get moving?
Not with sugar bellies. These useless Sench could only kill a rat if they fell upon it. From a great height.
If the Sench won't move, what will you do about the Salmer inspectors?
Go inside, lock the doors, wait until they leave? No. Let this one think. Without Sench hunters, what could... Thunderbugs? No. It would never work.
What about Thunderbugs?
Thunderbugs nest nearby. They defend their delicious eggs from anyone who'd make a meal of them, yes? If you grabbed an armload of eggs...
Won't they try to protect their eggs?
Undoubtedly, but they'd hesitate to harm the eggs once you possess them. Smash an egg into each rat nest, and the Thunderbug's electric frenzy kills the rats before the inspectors arrive. You're sturdy, yes? A little shock won't stop you.
Alright, I'll see if it works.
Wonderful! Save some eggs for Cindertail, yes? They are so very tasty.
Have a good one. Lord. You too. Careful, livestock. The rat's running around.
There's no question, Durandara. Your specialists certainly showed the vermin their place.
Of course, Inspector. We could expect nothing less of our specialists.
Halderil, make a note. Unorthodox methods, but vermin-free. Sir. Crude, but effective in your methods. Perhaps you've heard that before.
Clever luring thunderbugs out of their mounds like that. A scheme worthy of Bandar himself. They're all gone then?
I cleared away all the rats.
Excellent. Our gracious Inspector has been most patient with us. Perhaps witnessing your ingenuity will affect his findings.
Is there anything more I can do?
Joan and Joe dance kindly with you, Walker. Whatever the findings of our esteemed Inspector, we are in your debt.
My pleasure.
Always more to do.
Knock the light from his eyes. Waning gibbous. Waxing gibbous. Blow the wind from his lungs.
Can any of you hear me? Where... You there. Have you seen my squad?
I don't know what you mean.
We were all on a little Alkosh, part of the Dominion fleet sailing for Khenarthi's Roost. Then a hurricane blew up out of nowhere. Sails tore, hulls cracked, and we were thrown into the ocean. I ended up here. I can't find the rest of my squad.
Did they survive the hurricane?
I thought I heard one of them calling out. but the ocean twists up sounds. If they're wounded or pinned down, could you keep an eye out for my soldiers? They answer to Edalus, Onglon, and Nistel. 2 of us can cover more ground.
I'll help find your squad.
I'm sure my squad made it to shore alive. Dominion Marines constantly defy the sea's attempts to drown us. The hurricanes, they're another matter. I fear my squad is banged up worse than I am.
What can I do about their wounds?
Our ship's hold was packed full of an old Bosmer healing remedy. The labels say torchbug treacle, but Marines call it glow juice. The wreck scattered bottles across the beach must be what brought out the aelids.
Aelids? What do you mean?
Squat creatures made of teeth, claws, and endless hunger. I've heard their cries up and down the beach since I came to. Their sweet tooth is bigger than their walnut brains. I saw one of the stupid things swallow a whole bottle of blow juice.
If I see any, I'll bring torchbug treacle to your squad.
Good luck. Do me a favor. If you find them before I do, tell them the ocean hasn't killed me yet.
Understood.
Don't believe her lies.
Harder than expected. Let's see if it was worth it.
Now you die.
Not now, not ever.
Neat.
Who are you? Were you part of the fleet?
Sergeant Furion sent me to find you.
Alive? Good. That's good. Wave smashed me against the ship. Cracked a few ribs. Not the best feeling.
Sergeant Furion said his torchbug treacle would help.
Tastes like sandals boiled in mint perfume. But if it knits my ribs, I'll drink the whole bottle.
I'll look for the rest of your squad.
Good. I'll find Sergeant Furion. Go. Get them back safe.
Alrighty. Still?
I lost a lot of friends in that storm. Give me some good news.
Sergeant Furion sent me to find you.
I saw her swept overboard in that damn storm. Held on to the rigging long as I could, but it tore the skin off my palms. If I can't hold a weapon, I'm useless to my squad. Do you have any bandages? I lost my kit to the sea.
This torchbug treacle might help.
Blow juice? Used to think this stuff was only good for practical jokes on snowy days. Once I can heft Spleen Shanker, I'll push through the beach and find Sergeant Furion. How about you?
I told Sergeant Furion I'll find the rest of your squad.
Hope they appreciate their good fortune when you find them. I can get inland after I rest. Fight with purpose.
Alrighty. Longlorn?
Bless Ifra. I'm glad you came by. Have you seen any other Marines along the beach?
Sergeant Furion sent me to find you.
She's alive. I suppose that's some luck amidst all this wreckage. Can't say the same for my leg. If I don't put too much weight on it, I can manage a good hobble.
Sergeant Furion said this torchbook treacle would help.
Glow juice? By the gods, it just might. Soon as I can stand on my own, I'll head inland.
I found everyone in your squad.
Lieutenant Gellin dragged me out of the water. He'll want to know Sergeant Furion and the rest of the squad are all right. I think he said something about looking for shelter in a nearby cave, but I was still coughing up sand.
I'll go look for him. Lieutenant Gellin. Tied to a blood-stained post is the body of a Wood Elf Marine. He appears to have died recently. The armor bears the insignia of an Aldermere Dominion Marine Lieutenant. His corpse is soaked in blood as if from many shallow cuts. Greenish foam mingles within the smeared blood. The cuts on the lieutenant's body form strange but repetitive patterns. His body was smeared across the uncut portions of the skin to create wave-like symbols. The exact cause of his death is unclear. Damn. A book for those who want to read. Every time I have to, my son wants to.
Been thinking, if I were bigger, waves would have smashed me even harder. Punctured lung, cracked skull. Never thought being this short would come in handy.
Lots of snakes out here. Watch your ankles.
Alrighty.
Gods be with you.
And you.
Turns out my squad were the ones who found me. Ever consider a career as a Dominion Marine?
Maybe.
You'd make quite the scout. My squad said you were looking for Lieutenant Gellin. Have you found him?
I found his body in the cave. Someone killed him.
What do you mean?
It looked like he was killed in some sort of ritual.
First, a hurricane blows out of nowhere and destroys our fleet. Then, an able-bodied Dominion Marine is captured and tortured to death? What else was in that cave?
Lots of bones, candles, and snakes. Also, a wooden post.
Some kind of sacrifice? This is too big for my squad to handle. We need reinforcements. Nistel spotted a beached ship nearby. It looks intact, and she spotted Dominion sailors aboard.
What are you gonna do?
We need to combine our forces and find who murdered Lieutenant Gellin. My squad and I need to pull his body out of that damn cave. Would you warn the sailors on that beached ship? They need to know it's not safe to wander around.
On my way.
Wait. Take this. I found some glow juice while I was looking for my squad. But they're on the mend. You'll get used to the taste. We'll be along shortly. Watch yourself.
See you later.
Still need more supplies.
You want a slick-arsed sea viper or a cabbage-mouthed castaway? State your business with the crew of the Prowler.
A Dominion Marine was killed in a nearby cave.
The hurricane killed hundreds of Marines. Why does it matter if one of them died in the cave?
He was murdered in some kind of ritual, and his squad needs reinforcements.
Oh. Well, the Prowler is like a hen in a wolf den until she's seaworthy again. Maybe your Marines can prove they're more than two-legged cargo and shiny armor. If they pitch in, I'll consider reinforcements. They up for it? Or are they all talk?
I'm sure they'll help where they can.
And I'm sure they'll be as useful as they were in the hurricane. Should they care to prove otherwise, they're welcome to do actual work patching leaks in the Prowler's hold. Maybe they can locate a replacement helmsman's wheel in all this wreckage.
I'll see if they can find the helmsman's wheel and patch the ship.
Oh, and our Sunsighter. It must have fallen overboard when we beached. Our lookout saw those skink-fingered pirates make off with it. You'll have to get the Sunsighter back, any way you can.
I have a few questions.
Sure. Talking's easier than working. Well, ask.
Who are the Sea Vipers?
Barnacles on the arse. They're all sea elves. Malmer, they call themselves. Nothing more than pirates, if you ask me. Some say they have a connection to the water itself, but it's a lie. Anyone can learn weather magic like they do.
What's a Sunsighter?
Captain Jimala uses it to navigate. I could tell you how the sun and stars show the ship's exact position, but none of it matters while it's in the Sea Viper's hands.
Tell me about the Prowler.
The pride of the long coast. We'll sail for the Dominion as long as they pay us to raid enemy shipping.
Who's in charge of the Prowler?
Captain Jimala took over the Prowler a few years ago. She's smart, cunning, and deadly dangerous when provoked. She's also luckier than anyone I served. Every ship in the fleet smashed to flinders on Khenarthi's Roost. Every ship but the Prowler.
Are you pirates?
Joan and Jode, don't let the captain hear you say that. Pirates steal and pillage for themselves. We're privateers, so we do it for whoever pays us. A crucial distinction.
Fair enough.
Nice ship.
The gods brought us here for a reason. Damned if I know what it is.
Spotted some sea elves watching the ship. They don't look friendly.
These aren't Dominion sailors. They're privateers. Just our luck.
Quartermaster Oblong promised reinforcements when the Prowler is repaired.
We'll show that old sea cat what Dominion Marines can do.
There are leaks on the Prowler that need patching.
Nustella is as good with a mallet as she is with her sword. I can have her patch the Prowler's leaks.
Yes.
She'll have those leaks fixed in no time. What else?
The Prowler needs a replacement helmsman's wheel.
Edalus is the best scrounger in the regiment. If you want, I can send him out to look for a helmsman's wheel.
Alright.
He's on his way. Anything else we can do?
The Sea Viper stole the Prowler's Sunsighter.
Onglorn is our best tracker. He can recover the Sunsighter in no time.
Sure.
I almost pity the Sea Viper who's holding on to the Sunsighter. Onglorn will recover it soon enough. What else needs doing?
There's nothing left.
It's time for that mangy privateer to make good on his promise. Maybe you should do the talking. I'll just rub it in.
That was fast. All right. There's room on the Prowler for your Marine friends, as long as they work for their meals.
You promised reinforcements.
I said I'd consider it. Captain Jimala is the only one who can make that call.
Then what does your captain say?
Something you'll want to hear. You just made the Prowler seaworthy, and Captain Jimala always pays her debts. Go talk to her. She only bites if you give her good reason.
Okay. Captain?
Due to your efforts, the Prowler is free to sail once the tide comes in. Those Marines did their part as well. I have no reinforcements, but I offer something better. I know who's killing the Dominion soldiers, and I know how to stop it.
What do you mean?
Our lookout watched the sea vipers drag a Dominion Marine into a cave. Later, he saw your friends remove the Marine's body. If we weren't so short-handed, I'd have ordered his rescue. But 3 of my own crew were missing.
What happened to your crew?
Before we understood the danger, I sent my crew to scavenge among the shoals so we might repair the Prowler. We thought they disappeared, but one just returned, and she tells a harrowing tale.
What happened?
The sea vipers happened. Now there's a new storm brewing, and they fear they're the cause of it. Mustangui recovers below. Hear what she has to say for yourself.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this is gonna be first person, because that's how I played my Elder Scrolls Skyrim. It's the only way I know how to play. You good?
The sea vipers are insane! They're trying to create another hurricane!
Another hurricane? What do you mean?
Sir Verkvild and I were scavenging for a replacement helmsman's wheel when the sea vipers ambushed us. They brought us to the island with the beached Dominion flagship. They'd done things there. Terrible things.
What have they done?
Those filthy Maormer dragged my mates up and tied them to these serpent-shaped statues. Then they started chanting, and lightning surrounded them. That's when the storm began to form around the island.
The sea vipers created the storm?
Yes, I'm sure of it. It was a terrible sight. The sea vipers were so caught up in the ritual, I slipped free. I tried to grab Sir, but the lightning held him fast. Then one of the sea vipers yanked at him. I saw the Maormer's wrist glow.
Why would the sea viper's wrist glow?
The Maormer wore lodestones on their wrists. It let them ignore those lightning bonds, but I couldn't find any more, so I jumped off the ship and swam for it. Please, don't let them sacrifice my crewmates.
Of course.
Those sea vipers are insane! They won't kill me today!
Captain?
Sur and Werkveld returned just after the skies cleared up. They're a bit damp, but otherwise all right. My lookout says I have you to thank.
Yes, I stopped the ritual and freed your crewmen.
Then we'll finish repairs and shove off at high tide. Oh, your marine friends fended off sea vipers while you rescued my crew. They're welcome aboard, as long as they want. Perhaps we'll see you at Mistral. You'll always have a place on the Prowler.
My pleasure.
We'll finish repairs by high tide. We've got to.
Nope. Bad guys. A young Khajiit wandered into the camp last night. Said he was looking for Hazak. If anyone asks where I am, I'm dragging this fool off to Hazak's hollow. He'll see the boss before his head and body part ways. We spotted Aldemir on the beaches. If you need me, send a runner up and around the hill above Hazak Hollow. Double back to the dock near the entrance. Take note.
Tell the spinner she must do something. It can't spread to the
I hear your pain, old one. I'm doing what I can.
Spinner?
Windcatcher Plantation depends on the great tree, yet it sickens before my eyes. Our fates are like leaves in its branches.
What's wrong with the great tree?
Do you see that strange miasma? It appeared on the great tree after the hurricane, like a sickness. I've done what I can, but I fear it's not enough.
Is there anything I can do?
There's a cave directly beneath us. I called a spirit there to heal the great tree's roots, but it hasn't returned. Would you see what holds the spirit back, and aid it if you can?
Help in any way I can.
I can feel the spirit's frustration. It wants to help the great tree, but something prevents it.
What's so important about the tree?
The great tree shields Windcatcher Plantation from the winter winds and keeps our settlement shaded from the heat of the summer. Its story entwines with ours.
But how is it different from any other tree?
When the wind goddess Khenarthi first traveled across the heavens, legends say she grew tired and rested in the branches of a small sapling before resuming her journey. That sapling became the great tree, and gave Windcatcher Plantation its name.
What can it do to help the nature spirit?
The spirit is old and powerful. It seeks to move from root to root, aiding the great tree as it's able. But it's a healing spirit of singular purpose. It doesn't know how to defend itself.
Is the spirit in danger?
I'm uncertain. If so, the spirit must be protected from harm while it heals the great tree's roots. It knows what it must do.
Okay.
Been a Kwama master for over a decade. I'm not afraid to admit when I'm up to my neck in droppings, and I sure could use a hand getting out.
What's the problem?
Ever try piloting a ship through a hurricane while your entire cargo of Kwama eggs hatch and go bug nuts? Been there. Can't recommend it. After we wrecked, they made a Kwama line toward this cave. I came after them, but they're a bit distracted.
Distracted? What do you mean by distracted?
They always get surly after hatching, but these Kwama are downright unsociable. I tried to stop them from chewing on those huge roots. They objected. Bumped into a fine-looking tree trunk on my way out. Thought I was done for, but it kept walking.
That must be the spirit attempting to heal the roots.
Oh? Kwama didn't take to it, whatever it was. I heard them munching on it, same as those roots. The little ones seem scared of it. If you could help the pretty tree trunk do what it needs to do, I bet they'll head back this way.
And the big ones?
If they'd stop eating those giant roots, they might get better. But I don't blame you if you have to put down a few to save the rest. Just be careful. Nothing fiercer than a crazed Kwama. Not even my sister-in-law.
Understood. I'm here to help you. You headed out, or you gonna keep healing? Gonna keep on healing. Uh-oh, they're away. Hey, yo.
Praise Ifrey. The miasma has cleared. Yet I sense this begins a new chapter for the great tree. Though the creatures gorge themselves upon its roots, this was a passing instinct. They can be taught to strengthen the great tree.
Are you sure the Kwama won't harm the great tree?
The Kwama will soon learn the cave is their nest and treat the spirit as their queen. Together, they'll guard the cave against intruders who seek to harm the great tree. A new story can frighten any creature, until it realizes its role within.